It's time to talk some sport here on Pulse. Thank you very much for joining us for this Monday edition. Trust you've enjoyed the show so far. Let's get into the conversation about a man who discovered his talent with a club called Barcelona. Well, he was discovered at the time when he had health issues as a young boy. The club helped him out. They kept him in the academy, and eventually he became a worldwide phenomenon. As we speak, he has won every trophy available when it comes to club football, and at the extent of national team football as well. The last of them was the Copa America. The only available trophy that he's yet to touch is the FIFA World Cup. Lionel Messi is the man whom we're discussing today on Pulse Sport. Big question is, after that fairy tale move from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain, with a lot of security around him and a boost in the sale of replica shirts, breaking a record of $7 million in the first 2 weeks. With all that money going to Michael Jordan, the basketball legend who has the shirt franchise of Paris Saint-Germain. Question is, what is happening with Lionel Messi? Has he reached the twilight of his career? Does he have motivation to keep scoring the goals and breaking the records and making new ones as well? What is happening with Lionel Messi, especially considering that they had to wait quite a while for him to score in the UEFA Champions League and not necessarily the French Ligue 1, where the bulk of his fans are. Here with me in studio, as usual, is Joel Botti of Joy Sports. He's been doing some digging and he's been doing some following as well. And he's got thoughts on this particular matter just like you have. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Nat.
Let's get into the conversations now. Now, Messi had a lot of expectation around his shoulder getting into France, into the French Ligue 1. Now it just looks like some steam is lost, or it just is not working properly. What could be the factor or the factors?
Just as you said, there were so many expectations about Messi coming and what they wanted as fans, them coming from the France perspective. Paris Saint-Germain have won almost every title in France. The one missing title is the UEFA Champions League.
Sure.
So when you bring in a player like Messi, the expectations are you are either getting to the final or you're winning it. They had Mbappe with all the contract issues, but they believe that if Messi was able to guide them to that Champions League final and get them that trophy, there's a chance that Mbappe will stay. They also have Neymar, who they also bought from Barcelona for a record fee of 199.5 million euros. And that alone tells a lot. So from that angle, the fans are disappointed that they've been exited from the Champions League prematurely, and that's in the round of 16. If you look at the history of Paris Saint-Germain, they've had these difficult moments with Manchester United knocking them out of the Champions League, as well as Barcelona, who also knocked them out some time back. So the expectations are one that the fans are feeling quite angered about, because just as we saw over the weekend, he was booed from first minute when he even got the free kick. They booed him for him to kick it over and all of that. The expectations are quite low, and the factor is that aside him not being able to exploit what they have in attack, that's Neymar and Mbappe, they are not seeing his contributions much in terms of what he does on the field. He's either working or he's not really, doesn't look enthusiastic about what's happening in the game. And that's where the anger is coming from. That's one side of the anger. Another side of the anger is actually the management of Paris Saint-Germain. The fans are angry because not only have you brought in Messi, you've brought in Donnarumma, you've brought in Wijnaldum, but these players are not showing what we want. They're not giving us what we want. And this, for instance, is where the problem is.
What would you say to those who suggest that the managers are unable to manage Messi's talent and fuse him in well into the team? To the extent that now there's a lot of talk about a possible exit for Pochettino. Now, just as he was exiting Barcelona, there was also a lot of talk about Koeman not being able to manage, Messi and, his stature and his play and everything, and putting everything together to get the wins. What would you say to that as well?
I believe the managers are not being able to utilize not just Messi's talent, but the talents that are in Paris Saint-Germain. You look at the likes of Verratti, the likes of Di Maria, the likes of Draxler. These are all players that can get you results on any given day in any other team. If you assemble a team properly, you should get the results because you are looking to move the team forward. That is the reason why you are looking to get the results. So if you're not able to do that, you are, one, drawing the team back. Two, the players will feel disgruntled, which we are seeing in Mbappe. And three, you will not even feel happy and confident going into your next game. So this is where, if you look at the likes of Tuchel coming into Pochettino, Tuchel tried to change systems on game-to-game basis because he knew that he couldn't keep all of them happy. But then because of the talents they have, he has to find games and ways to manage those talents and play them in a way that it would fit the structure and the results that you're looking to achieve. Now that's where we have a problem. Now you have Messi, I said, Mbappe, and then Neymar. This front three is good enough to win you any title in any big game. And you have such a lineup, and we are seeing Pochettino struggle. He's out of the Coupe de France. They lost just the weekend before they faced Real Madrid. And you blow a 2-0 lead against Madrid. So many question marks about the team. Now, that's because it's so many individual talents, and the coaches are not able to put those talents together. That is why all this is happening.
Now, this is the other thing. I mean, everybody talks about the big generation, the generation that has seen Messi and Ronaldo dominate when it comes to individual achievements, at least in the last decade and a half. Now you see a Cristiano Ronaldo who on a daily basis is inspiring himself and is doing new things. As we speak, Messi is not quite. Tell me, try to put yourself in his mind at this time of his career.
I think Messi has reached a point where he feels he's won it all. Multiple Ballon d'Or winner, multiple Champions League winner, multiple La Liga winner. He doesn't look so
hungry
for success.
The hunger is not there anymore.
It doesn't look like the hunger is there.
Okay.
And also, just as I said before, the people around him are not helping either. If it was a hard-working team and you could see the efforts your teammates are putting in, for a player of your caliber, you would equally do that. And that's what differentiates Ronaldo and Messi. Ronaldo is seeing the situation in Manchester United. Because he's hungry for the success, he's putting himself in a situation where he can push everybody along. So you see him get a hat-trick over the weekend, and that alone was able to get the results for United. This is what differentiates the two. Messi at this point feels he's won it all. That's what it looks like. So he's not really motivated. And the people surrounding him are not too motivated to get the results either. So that's where I feel Messi is at the moment.
Let's do a quick one before we wrap it up. A very quick one, looking into the future when it comes to the rest of the season. What do you see happening with Messi?
I believe this instance of them being booed would bring them back to light where they have to wake up and see that, no, we've disappointed the fans. We need to show them something. We need to get them on board and show that we love what they're doing for us, the support. So from now, I'm expecting more teamwork. I'm expecting more involvement in games and more goal contributions. I hope to see Messi more in the creator role for Paris Saint-Germain, where he can then feed the other players, and then we see more from Messi at that point.
Okay, well, moving away from the man who benefits to the man who creates. That's what's being suggested by Joe Botte of Joy Sports. Well, let's see how it goes. A couple more games to go, and there's a lot to talk about, especially as we approach the summer transfer window. Will there be a beef up? Will Pochettino even stay? Well, and are we going to see Lionel Messi break out of what seems to be a bit of slumber? Well, when it comes, we will do the analysis. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Nathaniel Atto, and I have love for sports.